What's up, what's up, what's up? How is everybody doing today? I hope fabulous. I'm Desi. If you're new, if you're not new, welcome back. And yeah, I'm here, guys. I feel really guided to do a reading. I haven't really done one on here in a while because I'm really trying to empower everybody to really tap into their heart space. Ratiki no suruasha. And listen to the whispers of your higher self. So that's why I haven't been reading on here. But I have been guided to come on here as a subconscious manifestation of you, because you and I are one. I are you and you are I. And I am here to just reflect to you what you already know. So, but be empowered. I feel really guided, if I'm going to do this, to feel empowered. Remember, your ego is loud and it wants to be right all the time. Your higher self, your soul, it's a little whisper. And it doesn't have an opinion. So, 1:44 on the timer. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I call in the highest truth, the highest love, the highest vibrations of creation. Ratiki umusua. And I set the intention that this message reaches any and only those in which are aligned to the highest truth, the highest love, and the highest light. And I allow only the higher vibrational energies of source, creation, and celestial realms into this space. 222 on the timer. Alright, so before I even pull cards, I'm getting strong message here for whoever's seeing this, that you are literally in a process of learning to integrate, and it's like the merge, okay, the merging of the higher self and the ego self, and realizing that maybe for a while you were really trying to ignore that ego self, you were trying to deny that ego self, but there's something here about really integrating it, merging the feminine and masculine energies, and realizing that you are not only the ego, okay, you are not only the personality, your ego is an extension of the fractal of source or your higher self. It is an extension, it is the creation of your higher self. And you're starting to learn how to have a little more compassion towards the ego self and re-parenting that in a sense. Well, I'm actually hearing like re-parenting the inner child. You may have been doing some inner child work. You may, like, I'm hearing you're learning how to be more compassionate towards yourself. I'm getting this is for someone who's a very old soul. Somebody who is here on a mission. A lot of what your purpose here is, obviously, to be happy, to be joyful. But a lot of what has been your barrier is self-compassion. You're really good at being compassionate towards others, but you are really hard on yourself. And there's something here about the way that you talk to yourself. There's something here about healing that inner child and reparenting that inner child, mending ties with that inner child to truly merge with the higher self. I'm also getting really strong Archangel Uriel here, 4:44 on the timer. So really working with the root chakra. It's been a really big theme for the last 4 months. I feel collectively there's a lot here having to do with the lower chakras. Specifically, I feel the root and the sacral chakra, really re-energizing your life force energy, your passion for life, your drive, your motivation, you're discovering your pleasures, transforming pain into pleasure. So your root chakra and your sacral chakra are the centers of your life force energy, or chi as some people call it. There's many different terminologies for it, but there's something here about really healing the root chakra, which is, first and foremost, it is governed by the law of generation. So if you know anything about the law of creation, so let me rephrase that. The principle of the hermetic principle of generation, okay? 555 on the timer. Ratikitu uwata ahariaki pasu. Wanorotu atai ite amukukuiapa. A lot of light language coming through today. Law of generation, or the principle of generation, it is the root chakra. So the root chakra, it is a funnel where our energy cycles through. So crown, funnel, it comes down through all the energy centers and it comes out the root, and instant manifestation. Okay, your life is a manifestation of your energy, who you are being, and who you are being is what you are thinking and what you are feeling, and that is what drives what you are doing. And this is why there's a lot about inner talking, learning how to have more compassion with yourself, being kind to yourself, realizing that if you would not say it to a child, you should not be saying it to yourself. If you would not say it to someone that you love, you shouldn't be saying it to yourself. You're realizing that the way that you talk to yourself is the very thing that is keeping you from evolving. It's holding you back from stepping in to your passion, to your truth. So back to the root chakra, I do feel strong Archangel Uriel energy, which is all about transmuting, grounding, dissolving fear, creating solid foundations. Also, you may have some health issues, I'm hearing. For some of you, this may be like an autoimmune thing. For some reason, I'm hearing like ulcerative colitis or like IBS. I don't think IBS is autoimmune, but it's coming through. But there's something here about the root chakra and like the bowels. Sorry, not trying to be gross, but that is what's coming through. Something here about healing that. And so if you're purging a lot, like, you know, you got the dukes, that's because you're actually purging old energies, you're purging old beliefs, you're releasing toxins from the body, not just, you know, physically, but that is very metaphorical for the energies that you are letting go of. So just wanted to get that out. I know that we just did a lot of, I'm hearing the name Sarah. For somebody, this is for someone named Sarah. I'm also hearing the name Terrence. I don't know. All right, archangels. So the first card that's coming out from this Archangel Metatron, self-master, yeah, so we're just going to confirm it. I'm just going to confirm the message. I can't, this is just what I'm channeling, but I can't make it up. I did say inner child work. You see the picture here. Hear and know me. Communication. So this is confirming everything that I've just said, but and it's coming up, revision. Okay, so I talked very briefly about this recently on my channel. Going in and maybe shifting to an alternate, a parallel reality, a different past. I mean, nothing is really past. Everything is happening now, which is why you can do this, creating new memories, connecting to a different past self in childhood. That's going to allow you, and for some of you, you may like feel like very Okay. So this is confirming the way you're communicating with your higher self or your inner child. It's the same thing. Your inner child has been communicating with you about what it is that you need, and you have been, well, what it needs, which is your higher self, which is our higher self. It speaks to us in what makes us happy on a moment-to-moment basis. It is speaking to us through joy and happiness. So anytime that you feel like doing something that's going to make you feel joyful or happy, but then you choose to do something that doesn't, that is you ignoring the inner child. So there's something here about you haven't been listening to what the inner child has been trying to tell you, what the higher self has been trying to guide you along doing. But this is also confirming here communication with the inner self, with the higher self, with the inner child, okay? Inner conversations, the way that you're speaking to yourself, that if you're not already doing that, that is what is dramatically going to shift you, the way that you speak to yourself. 1111, okay? Because the way you're talking to yourself is the way that you're talking to your inner child. It's the way that you are communicating with your soul, okay? So this is just confirming it. A lot of that root chakra healing that I'm talking about, that shifting, because remember, you are a new you every moment. There is no set in stone you. There is no predestined you. There is no past you. You are a new you every moment. Meaning every moment, even maybe if you weren't nice to yourself 5 minutes ago or somebody else, it's a new moment to start speaking more kindly to yourself. 11:55 on the timer. I'm gonna see. I'm also getting here. I'm getting the presence of. Okay, I've never actually had this come through. I'm getting like the dragon realms, and I don't know. I've never actually really had that come through before. But there's something here about dragons. Biasikuata I hanarotoroshua katai te ishawatatai tokura ahanaratatai roshokushwa. And I'm getting like fire here, and like if you think about fire, it's what brings all light, but it's what brings mass destruction as well. So there's something here about protection, passion. I'm also hearing channeling anger or fear, any fear-based lower vibrations. Now remember, like lower, higher, that's duality. And that's the whole point of what's coming out here, is that yet duality would say a higher vibration, a lower vibration, but at the same time, so there's something here about learning how to channel your intentions through any vibration, which would be transmutation. It would be alchemizing. It's learning that, and this has a lot to do with like the self-talk and the inner child communication, okay? There's something here about understanding that there is no such thing as a good vibration or a bad vibration, that all vibration is consciousness, and that if something feels lower or heavy, it is a messenger asking you how you can utilize that energy, how you can transmute that energy by channeling your passion and your intention through that energy, to raise that energy, to transmute that energy, to create something new from that energy. Taking pain and turning it into power, taking pain and turning it into pleasure. So there's something here, like if you are feeling like a lot of anger, or you have a lot of lower vibrational energies that are coming up, remember that they're not bad, they're not good, they're neutral. Everything is neutral. And that if you judge that vibration and you say it is bad, and then you're not talking to yourself nicely, You're not saying nice things, and you are labeling things in a way that is not going to serve you on your highest path. That, I feel like, is a lot what this message is about. You can use that energy and you can channel your intention through it. You can alchemize that energy. You can raise that energy up. And for some of you, you may have like brief moments of Kundalini rising, where your body gets really, really hot out of nowhere. And then you get really, really cold, and you're getting really, really shaky, and you feel a surge of energy up your spine. Okay. I'm also hearing learning how to tap into those lower vibrational energies and alchemize them will offset or onset a Kundalini. Okay. Anger is not bad. It can be channeled. So the card that came out was the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. So I want to get one more card, but you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. What that's saying here is, if you learn how to properly communicate with your inner self, your inner child, if you really heal that bond, that is what's going to shift you into a more harmonious state where you'll have fulfilling ends. Tens are about ends. Cups are about love, creativity, fulfillment. Okay? And it literally says, love and blessings fill your life. And the whole thing is this is like, really like, stop labeling your emotions and use any emotion as a messenger to tell you where you're in alignment or you're out of alignment, or what needs to be seen from a different perspective, what needs to be healed or transmuted. Yeah. So we have the Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. I'm also hearing with this 10 of Cups, once you start talking to, and I just saw 1717 on the clock, you may be seeing like 177, 717. What I'm hearing here, if you're having any like relationship problems or imbalance or non-harmonious dynamics within relationships, you have to understand that these relationships are a direct reflection of the relationship with yourself, or the relationship you have with your inner child. So clearing up the way that you're communicating with yourself, like, you have to remember your reality is a direct reflection of how much you love yourself. It is reflecting to you where you don't love yourself, where you don't believe in yourself. If you see things in your reality you don't like, it is you. It is not anybody else. Nobody is hurting you. Nobody is harming you. It is your creation based off of who you are being, how you are feeling, okay, how you are speaking. And what I'm hearing is, when you heal this relationship with the inner child by really nurturing that inner child, healing that relationship, allowing you and the inner child to bond again and to work together, because that inner child, it runs the show, man. So if you're not being very nice to that inner child, it's going to hold on to that, and it's going to reflect, okay? So it's going to shift family dynamics, relationship dynamics, because the moment you start loving yourself more is the moment that other people are going to allow to love you. And maybe this isn't just about relationship dynamics. Maybe this is about just in general, but we're talking cups here. So this is 9/11 on the timer. I want to pull from this. So Ace of Michael, so Ace of Swords and the 10 of Cups. This is about communication. This is about truth. Look, you have to understand, if it's not love, okay? And love is a lot of things. But love is the feeling of peace and harmony. And anything that brings the feeling of peace and harmony, it's support, it's care, it's joy, it's happiness, it's fulfillment, it's abundance, it's safety, it's security. It's all those things that bring peace. So if you have any ideas, there are any thoughts, any old patterns that are coming up that are not aligned with that, it is a lie. It is an illusion. The only truth that truly exists is love. And you're here to remember that. You're here to remember that if you see anything outside of you, or if you're speaking of anything within you, or thinking of anything within you that is not in alignment with the energy of love, it is a lie. It is an illusion. That is the whole purpose, 2022 on the clock, of opening the third eye, is to see that all that truly exists is love. You're here to live a third dimensional experience so you can learn that. So you can learn how to see through the illusion. So you can remember. It's not about learning it, it's about remembering who and what you are, which is love. The only truth that there is love. If you weren't here on this third dimensional plane, that's all you would experience is love and bliss. So clearing and opening the third eye is to see through the illusion of pain and suffering, fear and scarcity. So I want to pull from my music oracle deck. Vulnerability, Piece of My Heart by Janis Joplin. Also, some of you may be seeing a lot of threes. Yeah. Dark Night of the Soul. Vulnerability is strength. If you can be vulnerable. And vulnerability is where all of your personal magnetism comes from. Okay? And maybe you've been in like a dark night of the soul, which is a lot of what I've been talking about here, where it has not allowed you to be vulnerable, or has not allowed you to embody the love that you are, or your authentic true self, to express yourself, to express the love that you are. But vulnerability, when you are vulnerable, you are authentic, because you are not holding any expectations 2222 on the timer of others, and you're not holding any expectations of yourself. You are just allowing yourself to be here in the moment and to express yourself in the most authentic way, instead of trying to hide because of the illusion of separation or fear. So I feel like that's... I'm also getting something here about Archangel Jophiel, and right when I said that, guidance. Show me the way, Peter Frampton. I'm also hearing that someone's name might be Peter that's watching this. Guidance. So Archangel Jophiel, as I was just saying that, guidance came out. And Archangel Jophiel helps a lot with that solar plexus healing, which has a lot to do with our inner child. It has a lot to do with our source energy. When we think solar plexus, we think solar energy. We think the sun, and the sun is what gives life to everything unconditionally. It's about joy, happiness, confidence, expression, abundance. Okay? And maybe there's something, and like I said, there's been a lot of, I'm hearing sunstone. Somebody might want to work with some sunstone. I'm also hearing myrrh, burning some myrrh. And remember, you don't really need any of these tools. They're just permission slips. They're just objects. They're just matter that you put intention into. But some of these, that may benefit you if that is your thing. But remember, you don't ever really need it. All you really need is your intention. But you are being guided by Archangel Jophiel and healing that. Laugh more. I'm hearing that so strongly. Laugh more. Let yourself laugh, man. Laughing is the best way to transmute any energy, because really, in the grand scheme of all of this, it's not that serious. We think it's serious because we're in a really dense form right now, but at the end of the day, this isn't that serious. And maybe that's what you're learning. Laugh, though. If you want to transmute something, laugh. And maybe that's what Archangel Jophiel is trying to help you with. Patience. And be patient with yourself. Remember, I said self-compassion. Dark night of the soul. Be patient with yourself. Because look, if you're patient with yourself, you're not going to be beating yourself up on the inside. Patient people don't do that. They're patient. So anyway, that is the message. I think I'm going to pull one last card from the Angels of Atlantis deck. Mercy. Yeah, mercy, man. Have mercy. Also hearing like Divine Mother. Okay, this is about nurturing yourself, being merciful. Kuan Yin energy, Mother Mary energy. I'm also hearing Shekinah. Mercy. So, I'm also seeing a sunflower in my mind's eye right now. Anywho, that's the message, guys. I hope that whoever reached, I hope it helps. Love you, love you, love you. And I will see you on another video on another day.